Yo, what's up guys, the Insane Game Freak here to bring you kind of it's another gaming video, but it's kind of based around this whole Sonic Lost World stuff. Personally, I can't really say too much on the game because we've seen one screenshot and we don't know anything else about it. So this video isn't really directed towards that game. I am looking forward to it. It's just another game I'll end up buying on my Wii U this year because I'm pretty sure it's coming out this year. I mean, they haven't come out with a mainstream Sonic title since 2011, which was Sonic Generations, and they finished developing that game before they released it, obviously. So this new game is like what, about 2 years? About 2 years in the making? Yeah. But there's not much to say. This really isn't directed towards that. This is directed towards the fan reaction of some news in regards to this. I mean, during the Direct this morning, Nintendo mentioned the fact that them and Sega are going through this like hardcore partnership. Now granted, Nintendo and Sega have been pretty tight to begin with, but this is just bringing them even tighter. For example, in Japan they announced the Yakuza 1 and 2 HD collection. Whether we're getting that in America, we don't know. But that's one thing, and then on top of that, they also announced that, you know, a new Mario Sonic Olympic Games is coming out. And the next 3 mainstream Sonic titles are all going to be Wii U and 3DS, probably exclusive. Like, I know Lost World is coming out on the Wii U and 3DS, so I just say Wii U 3DS. Technically, they just mean Wii U, but come on. They put, like, for at least the last few games, they've all been, like, 3DS, Wii U things. But, this isn't, and it's not even really about this news, it's about the reaction to the news. This video, there's like this BS petition going around about them making the game multi-platform. Now, that in itself I'm not really annoyed with because, you know, every game, people would like if every third-party game was a multi-plat. That's not really a big deal. But so if you're the kind of person, like I think J-Man, he was like, he wouldn't mind if it was multi-platform. Here's my whole thing. I don't have a problem with people wanting it to be multi-platform. I'm mainly talking to you people who don't seem to understand why Sega chose to go with Nintendo with this kind of stuff, and why people are mad. Because a lot of people were, because there are some people who are mad that this game was a multi-platform. I'm like, if I was gonna buy a console with the back mindset of which company would get the most Sonic games, it probably would have been Nintendo anyway. I mean, you could base that off the previous generation. Nintendo got literally almost every Sonic game that came out except for Generations. So this is more directed towards those people who don't understand why they went with Nintendo, or pretty much trash talking the Wii U. It's like people who have interest in Sonic games but don't want to buy a Wii U. That is retarded. Somebody actually said that. That didn't make any sense, and let me explain why. Going back to the Wii argument, if you're a Sonic fan and you have an interest in Sonic games, most of the Sonic games last generation, quote unquote current generation, came out on the Wii. And 3 of them were exclusives. So what the fuck? Like, that just annoyed me because they made no sense. It's like, you can't make that argument because most of the Sonic games exclusively came out for the Wii anyway. Alright, let's go through the list. Alright, look. We had Sonic and the Secret Rings. Actually, granted, I know a lot of people don't like the storybook series. I actually do like the storybook series. Secret Rings, out of the 2 of them, is probably my favorite. Black Knight is okay, but Black Knight's kind of like meh. Anyways. Excuse the plane flying over. We had Sonic and the Secret Rings, exclusive for the Wii. Black Knight, exclusive for the Wii. Unleashed, multi-plat. Colors, exclusive. Am I missing one? No, because Generations didn't come out on the Wii. It came out on the 3DS, but it didn't come out on the Wii. So, with that being said, which ones did the other consoles get? If you played the consoles... Oh no, and I'm forgetting Unleashed. No, I said Unleashed. Unleashed is multi-plat. You guys only got Unleashed in Generations. Yes, if you're a Sonic fan, no one buys a Nintendo console. It's not like they didn't get like 4 out of the 5 games that were released. And if you're a Nintendo owner, you still play Generations on the 3DS. Granted, the HD version is better, but that's neither here or there. The whole point is that if you owned a Nintendo console, you got most of the Sonic games. So that whole bullshit about people saying, oh, no one buys Nintendo consoles for Sonic games, you should have put the Sonic games on another console. I'm like, but most of the games last generation came out on the Nintendo console. And the other thing I want to bring up is that, because people said this was a dumb business move in terms of the company they picked. Okay, let's think about this thing. Alright, listen. For those who don't want to hear this, and I know this is hard for you, Sonic is a children's franchise. Now, wait a minute, listen to me. I am aware that I'm playing a children's franchise, but unlike the modern gamer, I don't define myself or my man card or maturity based on the games I play. I base that maturity on how I look at the games I play. Just because I play a game from a children's franchise doesn't mean shit to me. It's the attitude you have while playing the game. Oh, I'm such a man because I'm playing a Sonic game. Oh, I'm such a kid because I'm playing a Sonic game. Oh, look, I'm playing a Sonic game. So anyways, Sonic, technically it's a children's franchise, hardest for you to believe. Which means it's pretty much the fan base is mix of two sides. Kids and the adults that grew up with the franchise. Okay, that being in mind, if you're going to pick a company to choose who should get the who you should have this exclusive deal with, alright, look here. We got Microsoft, the shooter crowd, the Halo crowd, the I don't play a game if it looks too fucking cartoony crowd. Yes, you're totally gonna put Sonic on that console. Okay, moving on, because that was irrelevant to begin with, but I just wanted to make the point. Okay, Sony. Sony's a little bit more variety, but it still has the same problem. It has that whole hardcore gamer bullshit mentality. And it doesn't have a huge child fan base to begin with. Not saying they don't have children fan bases, but let's think about it. The children fan base in Microsoft are mainly the kids who play Halo all the fucking time. And when it comes to Sony, it's a little bit more diverse than that. But most of the most kid fans on there are like Little Big Planet fans and motherfuckers who play Madden, fucking NBA, and FIFA all the goddamn time. So it's not really that either. The last time I checked, wasn't Nintendo the one who had the biggest children install base and is a family-friendly model? Wouldn't it make more sense to put the Sonic game, a children's franchise, on a Nintendo console? And what makes it even dumber is that they've gotten most of the Sonic games. This isn't like this is the first generation this has happened. As I said, the Wii had 3 exclusive games. One of which is the basis behind the damn version that you love so goddamn much. Colors was the base for Generations. So for people who always want to talk shit about, and that's what don't make sense. How can you hype up Colors in Generations but get mad that they put the game on the Wii U? How did you play Colors? You didn't play that bitch on the PC. You didn't play it on the PS3. You didn't play it on the 360. You played that either on the 3DS or the Wii. Both Nintendo consoles. And people are like, oh, it shouldn't be on an underpowered system. Really? Now you're just kind of pulling shit out of your ass because you don't like the fact that Nintendo has exclusive games. But once again, this is nothing new. I think technically what you mean to say, people are just mad because this will, instead of last generation where it was 3 games that were exclusive to Nintendo, it's 4 this generation, which would be The Lost World and the 3 other titles that Sega mentioned. Well, they didn't really mention, but just know that like the next 3 Sonic games will probably be exclusive to Nintendo. So, as I said, I'm not really mad at people. I'm not really mad at anyone, or this isn't towards the people who, just would like the game to be multiplied just for the sake of making more money. But this is more towards the people who are just mad because it's on a Nintendo console. Because I'm like, if you've been a Sonic fan since the old days, and you know that most of the Sonic games you've played have probably been on Nintendo consoles. You couldn't even play. Who had the DX port of Sonic Adventure 1 first? Oh, that's right. It was the GameCube. Sonic Adventure 2, GameCube. I'm not saying that the PS2 didn't get any. I don't think the 360 never got like a. Oh no, the 360 has one exclusive Sonic game, and it's the worst game in the history of the franchise. Yeah. That's how, like, so I don't understand that whole mindset of people being shocked and angry that the Nintendo console is getting the most of the Sonic franchise, because I'm betting, and this is, I figured this from the get-go, Sonic probably sells better on the Nintendo franchise than it does on any other goddamn console. Because, why? Because Sonic is a children's franchise. Nintendo has a huge child fan base. So it would make sense that the children's franchise would sell more on the console that has a huge children base. That isn't about graphics and shooting shit. Just saying. This is just a quick video. I just that was one of those things I saw and I was just like, you gotta be fucking kidding me. And as I said, you know, if you want to be multiplayer, I understand. But don't tell me you want to be multiplayer because it doesn't make sense or it's a dumb idea to put it on Nintendo because Sonic games don't sell on Nintendo. Really? Sonic games don't sell on Nintendo? Really? That's why they got 3 exclusive ones. One of which you niggas praised to death. But it doesn't make any sense because you couldn't have played it unless you owned a Wii. Fuck. People are stupid. That shit just bothered me. That made no goddamn sense. But anyways, I've said my piece. I am looking forward to Sonic Lost World. I'm looking for more information. E3 coming up. The Microsoft conference, I believe, is next Tuesday. So we'll see how that rolls. Probably not that well, but we'll see. And anyone hoping they bring Yakuza 1 and 2 HD collection over here for the Wii U? Me! Also, the Wonderful 101 release date. Ain't that a bitch? Shit was supposed to come out in like June. Is it really? I'm curious. Is it still coming out like in Germany and shit for like June? Because if it is, that'd be bullshit. Anyways, life's a game. Play to win. Please leave your thoughts and comments in the comment section below. And I'll catch you guys later. Peace.